Welcome back to the Andy Mercer 28th Annual 9-Ball Classic. You're watching POVPOOL. We're at the Rum Runner Lounge in Las Vegas, Nevada. Up now, ignore the scoreboard so I can change it. But up now on this table is Oscar Dominguez versus Paul Juarez.
Paul won the flip. He gets the first break. He broke, made a ball, and has a shot on the one with nothing tied up. So I hope he makes quick work of this match. As much as I love Oscar, Paul's the hometown guy. So Oscar actually now lives here, fellow 7-ball run player. That's why he moved here. So this is actually Vegas versus Vegas. Him and his wife and daughter have been here maybe a month. So, and just to give you an update, we have Ben Sutherland versus Gary Onamura. Right now, that is the table in the upper left-hand corner. Straight back, you have Grant Gilbert, again, versus Ian Costello. That's table diagonal from the feature table. And then Don McClellan is trying to make a comeback. He's now down 5-2. And it looks like the Hat, Richard, just won that match 6-2. So that match is over, and I'll let you know what match is coming up on that table. It's going to be Walter Glass versus somebody. Oh, so we now have Walter Glass versus Donnie Branson. That'll be a fun match to watch. I know they've gambled a lot, so this is they are no stranger to playing each other. Looks like Paul has hooked himself on the 3-ball. What turned into, could have been an easy rack, turned into him having to kick.
I've been watching you all day. You've been doing a hell of a good job.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm
all
trying.
Day. Yeah, at work, all the computers were on you. It's pretty cool.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So Oscar's going to have ball in hand. 6 balls left. And again, he's probably going to make quick work of this. On a bar table, this is not a tough out. Gary wins the first game against Ben. He's up 1-0. Let's give you guys a better view of this run out from Oscar, and I'll keep you updated on what's going on the other tables. And Grant Gilbert is going to win the first game against Ian Costello. Great thing about his game is it really doesn't matter who he's playing. Even though he is a B player, he never shows any nervousness. He plays his game no matter who he's playing, and he's proven that that it's going to work because he's lost his first match, and he's now 3 rounds in on the loser side. So we'll see how he does with this. This would definitely be an upset if he won this match. But in an alternate break, race to 6 on a bar table, anything can happen, as we've seen a couple of times so far this tournament. Oscar does win that first game. And he also won the break. If it goes hill-hill, Paul will have the hill-hill break. Oscar definitely not happy with that break. Made 2 balls, scratched, but there is some stuff tied up. Let's see if Paul can work through it, run this out. Paul leaves himself a back cut on the 6, but shoots it in no problem and hooks himself. Maybe not. We'll see. But if he hooks himself again, doesn't look like it, though. He's approaching it like he can see the whole ball. No, he's massing around it, but the 7's right in front of the hole. Oh, wow. That's going to be ball in hand for Oscar again. You can't give Oscar ball in hand 2 games in a row. You're going to be down 2-0. Gary's got a couple of balls left in this out to take the lead 2-0 over Ben. Rooting for Ben on this one. Been my buddy a long time. Nice enough to commentate. Let me get the scoreboard updated for you guys. Give me just a minute. I'm going to have to wait until Daniel gets back to figure out the scoreboard, so bear with us. It's going to stay just the way it is right now. So Donnie and Walter are finally getting started. We should have a score there soon. Donnie's at the table. Hopefully they'll be starting soon. I believe that is a 7:30 match. and it is 7:30. So all right, let me get this scoreboard updated for you guys. There we go, guys. We now have a scoreboard updated. You know, Jeff, you wouldn't need a scoreboard if you were here. I'm just saying. Shane plays tomorrow at noon. 4 winter-side matches all going off tomorrow at noon. We will have Shane Van Boning versus Warren Kiemko, Ace Brown versus Brian Parks, Dave Dotilla versus Sal Butera, and Mitch Ellerman versus Lance Salazar. That is your final 8 on the winner side. And again, those will be all 4 tables tomorrow morning at noon. And again, coming up tonight, we still have Eric Horlifson versus Frank Moreno, Tommy DeLorenzo versus Joe Canella, Grant Gilbert versus Ian Costello being played right now, and Donnie Branson versus Walter Glass that is being played right now. Because Ben is playing, the brackets are not updated, so as soon as he's done with his match, we'll put him back to work, but we'll let him play for now. And he is now 1-1 with Gary Onamura. Grant Gilbert is now up 2-1 over Ian Costello. Again, that would be a big upset if Grant happened to win that match. Tim, the counter has changed now. Should be. Let me double check. Yes. Scoreboard is updated, so I will update the score now. It needed to be updated rather quickly because Oscar won that game and then snapped the 9 on the break, so it went from 1-0 to 3-0 very quickly. No, I was, honestly, Sean, I was going to be here anyways. So, as long as you guys want me, I'll stick around. Being that I don't play anymore, I do love coming to watch and hang out. So, Ian just missed a pretty easy shot to let Grant back to the table. Let's see if Grant banks a ball in and runs out, or see if he decides to play safe. Gary's taking some time looking at a shot, and that's the table directly behind us, the one at the top of the screen. Whoever wins this game and this Gary versus Ben will take the lead. The score right now is 1-1. And it has been a while, Sean, hasn't it? I started at about 11:30, so it's been about 8 hours now, and they haven't even given me a lunch break. Just kidding, I've eaten twice. I turn away for 1 second to give updates on the other table, and we now have Oscar up 4-0 over Paul. The games are going faster than I can keep up with because I'm looking at other tables. Ramin, don't push buttons. Nope, that one. So I'm gonna give you guys the pleasure of hanging out with Ramin and I for a minute. We're gonna let Ramin get on the stream. Say hello, Ramin.
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having fun watching POVPOOL.
We have Ramin Bahktiari here from California.
Stacy
We just watched him on the stream.
Getting my ass beat up.
Hey, it was Hill. There's no shame in that game.
Yeah, I played short on the 8 ball, and
Yeah, and Paul did win that last game to stop the bleeding, so Paul is now down 4-1 to Oscar. Oscar just a beast. He won 3 games in about 4 minutes.
Oh, really? Is that
ridiculous?
He's speeding through it, huh?
Yeah, he's. I mean,
well, he finds
and
his
the break
momentum,
is monster.
Yeah.
That first break he hit, he
that?
made 2 balls and scratched. I don't know if he scratched on that one because he's standing right where the cue ball was going. Nope,
no,
he
the
didn't.
cue ball's still there.
Yeah, the first one he did scratch, and then Paul didn't get out. So.
And you guys, before I forget, if you guys see the logo at the bottom right, go play pool, check it out. I own the website, directory of all the pool halls in the U.S. You know, we have a brand new system out, so check it out, share it, let people know.
And remember, if you're going to put out a flyer for your event, for the love of Pete, put an address on the flyer.
Yes.
Not everybody knows where your bar is, and if you have somebody from out of town, you know, if you want to attract players, there's no sense in putting a flyer out that doesn't tell them how to get to you.
I know.
I know, Ramin, you struggle with that on a daily because one of the things that you guys do, you guys are nice enough to, anytime you see a flyer posted, you guys will, you know, go out of your way to make sure that you put it on the website.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I have I know, you know, this is a little bit of a sore point between Ramin and I because they developed the app, and as soon as they put it out, I was the first person to download the Go Play Pool app, and he's still a little salty.
Yes.
He's still a little bit salty that I was the first one to download
you're awesome doing it.
I've been a supporter since day one. It's an awesome thing they do. They don't even really get paid for it. They just do it out of the love of the game, and we appreciate it. But just remember, put an address on your flyer. Make sure the people can get there.
Yeah, it says Joe's Pool Room on Main Street.
Yeah, well, that's there's a lot of Joe's and there's a lot of Main Streets.
A lot of Main Streets. Thank you.
So yeah, absolutely. But they do a great job. So make sure that you go support Go Play Pool as well. Him and Marianne, 2 of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And quick score update. Grant is still working on. Ian and Grant have been going back and forth in a safety battle since Ian missed that 3 ball. Grant played safe, Ian played safe, and now Grant has a shot to run out, and he could get there. I mean, that would definitely be an upset if he took that match. Grant is not the favorite by any means.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But he's even though he's a B player, one of the things about him is he never seems to get nervous. He never seems to get on tilt. He just plays his game. He knows what shots he can make. He plays safe when he's supposed to. He has a really good shot selection. Even though he's a lower caliber player, he never lets that
a B player usually
get in his head.
A B player usually does that, Stacy, because they're not
confident enough to.
They don't pay attention to the consequence of what happens if I miss this ball. What happens if this happens?
Yep.
They go for the shot, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like a 2-year-old and a fire. You know, they want to put their hand in the fire. They don't understand. They don't know any better.
Yeah, but that the shot selection, I always joke about it. You know, if I can't see the ball, neither can you. That's kind of the way that I was taught to play. If I put myself in a position where I can't make the ball, or it's a really low percentage shot, I'm gonna try to play safe. I'm gonna try to make it so that you can't make the ball either, and hopefully I get ball in hand back. And you know, Paul and Oscar haven't won another game since I looked away. So
they're
Oscar just played kind of a containment
safety battle.
Yeah, he played kind of a containment safety. He didn't hook him, but he left him jacked up over the 5. He's got a shot to make the 4, but it's a length of the table.
He's jacked up on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and he's actually not jacked up on it, but he definitely couldn't hit it the way that he wanted to. But look at that. Look at how amazing that cue ball position was. He put it right where he wanted it. He's got a shot at the 5, albeit it's not an amazing shot, and the 6 is pretty close, but the 6 does go past the 7 in the other pocket, so he should be good to go. Let me give you
He's gonna pull off a Bustamante move.
Yeah, let me give you a better view of what he's got going on, and you can kind of see where the 6 is, where the 7 is.
Nope, he went the other way. Yeah, he's in a kinky spot. You know, which one is closer to the 5 ball, the 6 or the 7?
The 6.
The 6. Okay.
Yeah, the 6 is on the rail. The 7 is about 3 inches off of the rail.
He's trying to figure out how to go forward at the same time to play position.
He's trying to make sure that he's still got a shot. So
he's trying to figure out how to shoot this.
You're getting a nice ass shot if that's your thing right now.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And he did leave himself a good shot at the 6. It's just a matter of whether he can get past the 7.
I'm assuming he does, otherwise he wouldn't have played it. You know?
Yeah, and update on Ben and Gary. The score now is 2-2. We have Marianne giving Ramin the look of confusion as to how he got roped into being on the stream. He sat down. That's what happened. He sat down, and I said, "Here, take a mic."
He volunteered for this.
He got voluntold. Yeah, voluntold is what we call it. Yes.
Not volunteer.
Voluntold, yeah.
Voluntold.
So, and also Grant was not able to close out that one, so the score on that match is 3-2. He's up 3-2 over Ian Costello. Walter Glass, Donnie Branson sitting at 1-1. And Oscar did close out. This is going to be a very, very quick match if it continues this way. Oscar is now up 5-1 over local favorite Paul Juarez.
Yeah, Paul moved to Vegas, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
He's been here a couple of years now.
Yeah.
At least 5, because we played V&A together.
Good guy, good guy.
3 or 4 years ago.
Super nice guy.
Absolutely. And he's the new captain of the Vegas versus Arizona.
Oh, congratulations.
Moscone Cup style.
Awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He did win the break by default. It is his break, and he did break and make a ball. Is that the one behind the 8 in the corner? Let's get a different view over there. No, that is the 5. So that 5 is going to be tricky because that 8 is definitely nestled up close to it. He might choose to play safe on the 2 here.
That's the 1 ball, right?
No, one ball went. He made the 1.
2 ball.
He made the 3.
What is that then? The 5 ball?
That is the 5.
Okay.
Yep. So he's got the 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left.
Since I'm out of the tournament, it's hard for me to like make shot selections on how he should be shooting. People are gonna go, "Oh, you're out of the tournament. What
Listen,
do you know?"
everybody shoots perfect from the rail.
Absolutely. I would go for the carom. Oh, he went for the bank. It's a risky bank. He shouldn't have played that.
Today is not beef pot stew. It's pot roast. So it's pot roast with mashed potatoes is the special of the day today. And it is.
What are you talking about?
Talking about the chat. Somebody in the chat asked what the special was today.
Well,
the special
come
today
down here,
is the pot roast.
Watch the games live and find out what the special is.
And you can cut it with a fork, but you can't get it unless you're here. So why don't you come on down?
Absolutely. I love that.
Paul made the right shot there, or Oscar made the right shot there. He shot the 4 to the 5 to the 8, and now he's got the 4-8.
Yeah, he's going to carom the 8 ball in probably and play the 4 ball in the same pocket unless the 4 goes in by itself.
I had chili cheese fries for lunch today, Sean. They were fantastic.
Yeah, he's carrying the 8, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to play the 4 in the same pocket.
And luckily, he shoots good lefty, so if he needs to, he can do that.
No, it's a right-handed
Shouldn't need to,
shot,
yeah.
You shoot left-handed, right?
I do, and I cannot make
Are
a
you
ball
left-handed?
right-handed. I am left-handed. But the only thing I do
You write
left-handed is
left-handed?
I write, eat, and play pool. Everything else, pitcher, I pitched
What
right-handed.
is everything else? What is left?
Golf,
Oh,
batting, pitching. Yeah,
How do you, which hand do you deal cards with?
right.
Oh, you do deal cards.
Yeah, that's
with
what I mean. The only thing I do left-handed
Interesting.
is write, eat, and play pool.
Interesting.
Don't know how that happened.
Well, you know, for people that don't know or don't know me, I am left-handed.
Yeah, we're the only ones in our right mind.
No, I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
And I do everything with my right hand except for writing. Writing is the only thing that I do.
And you
with
play
my
pool
left hand.
right-handed.
I play pool right-handed. I deal cards right-handed.
You're even weirder than I am.
Yeah, well, you know, we're in a pool room on a Saturday night. We are weird.
This is very true. They refelt the tables. Yeah, Henry is right. They refelt the tables before the Dock Hill, which is the B tournament that they had last weekend.
And next week, I know you guys don't have a stream going on next week, but they have the women's charity tournament here at the Rum Runner.
I will probably end up streaming next
Facebooking
week.
it? Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Awesome.
Yeah, I'll get out my tripod and I'll
over.
stream it next weekend.
Well, this match is over. Paul Juarez forfeited or done.
Well, yeah, he didn't necessarily forfeit.
Oscar,
He just
he just
got beat pretty handily.
Final score 6-1. And apparently it's a full bar here because you got people walking around with shots and liquor and alcohol. My God.
Yep. And, the only problem with keeping the camera on this current view with all four tables is you don't really have a good shot at any table. So we do try to rotate it a little bit, give you some better views of the feature matches. So coming up next on the feature table, we're going to have Eric Jorlifson versus Frank Moreno. And I think Daniel's going to come in the box and stream that one.
Yes,
so we're going to, I think we're going to have Daniel.
I want to thank everybody for listening to me. And I hope I entertained you guys. Before I forget,
you definitely entertained me, and that's what matters.
Gentleman, Scott the Shot, he was a referee for major U.S. Opens. He told us a joke. What does a pool player and a small pizza have in common?
No clue.
Neither one of them can feed a family of 4.
that is very, very true.
So I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you very much for having me on the stream.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stacy.
Absolutely. And Sean, it is all about the right kind of pen. I had that problem until I got better pens, and I write pretty much all day, so I definitely have my favorites. Thank you, Ramin, for hanging out with me for a minute. I know Daniel's going to get on the stream soon and commentate with Mr. Jimmy Mattia, who is walking around in a sequined green and gold St. Patty's Day themed hat. I love the festivities. I love the everybody in their green. There's definitely some that are not wearing green, but you've seen me. I got my leprechaun hat. I got my tie. Try to make sure I'm staying in the spirit. Absolutely. Yep.
All right, everybody. That's that was a fast match.
It was a very fast match. Oscar won 3 games in about 4 minutes.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
And the other 3
games in 4 minutes?
It was yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he won a game and then
well,
snapped
I'm glad
a
I
9
didn't have Jimmy
and
on
then
that
won
one.
another game.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it would have been fast. You wouldn't have gotten your money's worth out of it, that's for sure.